I love it, bro. I'm just like in my fucking gym's parking and I'm recording these videos because no one is here at fucking like 3 a.m. in the morning. Alright, this is how I got, this is how I, in retrospect, realized I got over my oneitis or my long term crush. I realized that I cannot live this way for the next 8 years. It's just that. I realized that, okay, so with my oneitis, I was close to her. We were like very close friends. So to me, I sometimes forgot that we were not dating. So the catalyst to this was I call my close friends baby. My MTB friends are very very fed up of the way of me sexualizing them. So I'm just like that in general. So I called her baby because I call everyone baby, and she was like, "Don't call me that." And I was like, "Oh right, we are not dating." So that happened multiple times, and I was like, "Okay." At which point, it made me realize that I cannot live this way for the next 80 years. I cannot live this way long term. This emotional edging, where I am constantly pushing for a non-platonic thing, more vulnerable, more like pushing for more, and she isn't. And so, in classic Ilyas fashion, what I did was every time I felt this emotional turmoil where I was pushing and she wasn't giving, like she wasn't reciprocating, I used to journal. And I control seed all my journals and control weed into a Google Doc, and that was like 40 pages. And I was like, and that was basically it. The summary, I cannot summarize it, but for now, what is relevant was, okay, you either will love me and date me, or it was like fight with me or free me to fight with someone else. It was essentially like, you love me or you leave me. I'm done. Like game is over. मेरा खत्म हो गया. We are together. We are one unit. We're dating, or I'm not in your life because I do not want this anymore. And so now this is coming to my like very personal bits where she was like, okay, I have never seen you as a partner. I've always seen you as a friend, and I'm willing to change your view to a potential partner because of the way I am, because of the whole dude self improvement works because of the whole self improvement ambition, all of that, my good habits. I think that's the main reason. So now where she's not around, so she's going to be back in close proximity in May. So till then we're just hashing out our differences and shit like that. We're just hashing out what can be potential problems, and like so the 40-page doc is now I've given her editor rights, and that's now a 63-page doc where I have described my ideal woman, she has described her ideal man, she has described what can be the potential problems. I have tried to identify them. I have tried to identify my personal problems and how they relate to her problems, everything. Like it's a 40-page doc is now a 63-page doc, so it's like 23 pages of us just going back and forth. And I have also sent her a bunch of, like, when I'm too tired to type, I just record videos. And they're like long videos, like 15-14 minutes videos, multiple of them. And she has to reply to them. So yeah, we're just communicating. And what I love about it right now is like both of our frames. Is this my ideal partner? Is this the one I will spend my life with? And I know like if I was watching, like I can imagine just 10-year-old me, 10 years older, and being like, you fucker, you're just 18. How dare you think of long term like marriage? Like, is this my ideal woman? Is this my ideal partner? Can I grow with them? But I love, because I've always felt afraid to speak that way. Okay, I want to date someone who's my ideal partner, and I want this and this and this. I've always been afraid because it's not normal. Like, will you marry me? It's like in the start of this, okay, I want to marry. Otherwise, I don't want. I want my ideal woman. I want my ideal partner. If you are not that, if your frame is not, I want her frame now is I wonder if he's my ideal man. I wonder if he's the father of my children. Like that is what we're figuring out. If we are actually the parents of each other's children, and I understand that you can't really figure that out until you date. But we're doing our best to make that like have everything be transparent and make it much easier for us to sort everything out and to we're trying to ensure that we work rationally. Like rationally, it makes sense. A relationship with her makes our relationship makes sense on paper. And then when she's back here in close proximity, we can figure out the romantic and the love and the emotional part of it. And I'm like extremely grateful for that, and I'm kind of proud of the fact that I have been able to accomplish this and found someone who actually like does not belittle me for thinking this way or think that it's ridiculous that I think this actually like entertains my way of thinking. Not that like my bros don't, but I haven't found many girls who think in as long a time horizon, at least for this, as she does. And she's also on self-improvement, like, but she's much younger than me in the self-improvement, say, meaning she's in more of the beginning stages. All right, bro, that is how I got over my oneitis, and that is how it may turn into a potential long-term thing. And I hope that provided value to you. I will see you in the next one. I love you.